Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. I am Wiggle, and today I have 10 locations for farming oil. At the end of this run, you should end up with about 150 oil. Location number 1 is unmarked. I put a little pin there. The best way to get here, or the easiest way to remember, is just go to Sutton Station and follow the tracks until you see this power pylon here. And it is a bathtub. This is actually a pretty well-known location, and the bathtub is full of soap, and each soap has oil in it. Now, as you can see, I picked up 20 soaps, and each one has 1 oil. So right off the bat, we have 20 oil. Now, most of the locations, this is the exception, but most of the locations also have lots of other junk. So you can either pick up everything, or you can just be surgical about it and pick up just the oil. If you want to do that, the best way is to just tag it for search. You just put it under component view. And, you can tag it, and then only things that have oil in it will have the magnifying glass, and just pick that stuff up. Location number 2 is Silva Homestead, and I'm talking about that building over there, the silo building, and this building right here. And what you'll find, among other things, there'll be a lot of junk, but you'll find flip lighter, blowtorch, gas canisters, industrial oil canister, Mr. Handy Fuels, and you can see lots of other junk that I've scrapped. But I came away with 16 oil in this location. Location number 3 is Gilman Lumber Mill, located pretty close to Vault 76. There are 2 buildings here, this one that's kind of falling apart, and that one. And that building over there actually has an upstairs area, which you'll want to check as well. But it's a pretty small location. You can clear it out pretty quickly. And I found gas canisters, industrial oil canisters, lanterns, oil canister, used oil can. So all in all, I ended up with another 15 oil. So we're at 51 after 3 locations. Location number 4 is Clarksburg Hardware. So from the fast travel spot to Clarksburg, you just go up the hill here, and it's a straight shot to the hardware store. And here's the front of the building. You can clearly see it's marked hardware. Okay, so inside the hardware, what you'll find is paint and flip lighter, gas canisters, paint cans, both blue paint and yellow paint right there, along with used oil cans. So our total now is 66, which means we found another 15 oil here. Okay, I need to amend the total. I just found another oil can right before I was about to leave. So we are at 67, so we found 16 oil here. Location number 5 is Abbie's Bunker, which is in the right-hand corner of the map, the upper right-hand corner. And there is a lot of good stuff in here. So if you can get everything, I'd actually recommend picking up everything while you're in here. But if you're only looking for oil, there's blue paint, gas canisters, shortening, which is actually really good. That's 4 oil. Got lanterns, soap, and a used oil can, and that amounted to 20 more oil. So we are at 87 after 5 locations. Location number 6 is Raleigh Clay's Bunker, and it is south of Abbie's Bunker. Now what we found here was blue paint, gas canister, 5 lanterns, soap, and a used oil can, which totaled another 15 oil. All right, location number 7 is the Retreat, which is very close to Raleigh Clay's Bunker. The downside of this location is that it's very spread out. You'll find stuff mostly up high. I found an oil canister down low. But here's what I found here: a blowtorch, blue paint, flip lighter, 2 gas canisters, industrial shortening, 2 lanterns, a paint can, and 2 used oil cans, and yellow paint. So that amounted to 20 oil. Location number 8, Toxic Larry's Meat and Go. Very close to the Retreat. What I found here was a couple of aluminum canisters, cooking oil, 3 fuel tanks, 5 gas canisters, and that's everything. And that amounted to 14 oil. The advantage of this place is it's very compact and you can loot it very quickly. You just have to deal with 3 snallygasters. The next location, number 9, is the Ransacked Bunker, which is just a little bit north of the Valley Galleria. And this is another location that has a lot of good junk in it, so if you can, I'd recommend picking up everything. But as far as oil is concerned, we have 2 gas canisters, 3 lanterns, 2 portable fuel tanks, 2 soaps, and 2 used oil cans. And that works out to 16 oil. So we're already over 150 and we still have one location to go. Location number 10 is Pylon V-13, which is just right by abandoned Bogtown. Now there is an oil can down at the bottom. There's a workbench right at the base of this place, and I found an oil can there. And then everything else is just kind of in this location. It's not that large, and it's packed pretty well. What I found was 3 aluminum canisters, a blowtorch, 3 gas canisters, an industrial oil canister, 3 Mr. Handy Fuel, a used oil can, which amounts to 16 oil, which means for the entire run we ended up with 168 oil. And that is enough to make 2,970 fuel if you have all the perks equipped, and that does not include Super Duper, so it's a fair bit. And I think you can do this run rather quickly once you have it down. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.